Ah, Titanic, the movie where the ship sinks. Spoiler alert. And we all pretend we didn't already know that. A tale of rich people, poor people, forbidden romance, terrible life choices, and an iceberg with main character energy. This isn't just a film. It's 3 hours of emotional manipulation, damp corsets, and people who really should have paid more attention in iceberg detection school. Here's the full twisted retelling of Titanic. Brace yourself. And yes, that pun was intended. Meet old Rose Dawson Calvert. She's 101 years old, which in Titanic years means she's about 12,000 plot twists ahead of everyone else. Her big contribution to society? Dropping the hottest OnlyFans teaser in history, her nude drawing, broadcast live to a bunch of underwater nerds searching for treasure. She's like, oh, that necklace? Yeah, that was mine back in 1912 when I was young, hot, and had questionable taste in boyfriends. Suddenly she time travels us all the way back to 1912 because that's how old people work in movies. Enter the RMS Titanic, basically the floating equivalent of Elon Musk's Twitter account, massive, overhyped, and destined to crash. Here comes Jack Dawson, a scruffy broke artist with sketchy hygiene but plenty of charm. He wins 2 tickets to Titanic in the most irresponsible way possible. Gambling. Meanwhile, Rose DeWitt Bukater, Titanic's rich, depressed main character, is boarding with her snooty fiancé Cal Hockley and her evil villain-in-training mother Ruth. Rose is not having a good time. She's surrounded by corsets, capitalism, and men who call her darling while plotting to own her soul. Nothing screams romance like a suicidal teenager on the back of a ship. Rose decides to yeet herself into the Atlantic because rich people problems. But here comes Jack, armed with nothing but cheekbones and optimism, who talks her off the ledge by mentioning frozen toes and how cold the water is. Cal and his hired muscle, Lovejoy, show up just in time to totally misinterpret the situation because movie logic. Now we're in full romance montage mode. Jack teaches Rose how to spit like a peasant. They fly on the bow of the Titanic, arms out screaming, "I'm the king of the world!" And eventually Rose goes full rebel by letting Jack draw her naked, because nothing bonds people faster than spontaneous nude art sessions. After some running, giggling, and sliding down polished hallways, they end up in the cargo hold where they invent the hottest car scene since, well, forever. But Titanic isn't a rom-com. Nope. Suddenly, everyone's favorite third wheel, the iceberg, shows up for its big entrance. And just like that, the ship goes from luxury cruise to disaster simulator. Titanic's designers are like, she'll be fine, we have watertight compartments, spoiler, she's not fine, cue utter chaos. Rich people are ushered into lifeboats. Poor people, they get locked below deck like some messed up version of the Hunger Games. Meanwhile, Jack and Rose are running through flooding corridors, dodging freezing water and clueless staff. Cal tries to frame Jack for theft because he's petty like that. Jack ends up literally handcuffed to a pipe as the ship floods. Rose? She ditches her rich fiancé and uses an axe to free her man because apparently she watched a lot of DIY tutorials before boarding. Together they try to escape through hallways that are now indoor swimming pools. Above deck, lifeboats are dropping fast. Cal sneaks onto one, proving that rich guys have always been the first to run. As Titanic's rear lifts into the sky, passengers are falling like rag dolls in a disaster video game. The ship snaps in half, and Jack and Rose cling to the stern like the world's worst theme park ride. Finally, the ship sinks. Here we are, the door scene, the greatest relationship test in cinematic history. Rose floats on a wooden door, while Jack clings to it like a human icicle. Yes, we all know there was enough room on that door. Yes, we all know they could have taken turns. But instead, Jack takes one for the team and freezes to death, because the script says so. Okay, so Rose survives because of sheer plot armor. I mean seriously, she's rescued, lies to everyone about her identity, and just casually pockets the Heart of the Ocean necklace like a boss. Flash forward back to old Rose. She reveals she had the priceless necklace this entire time. Instead of donating it to a museum or using it for charity, she yeets it into the sea like some petty goddess. Why? Because she's Rose. And that's the most Titanic thing anyone could do. In the final scene we see Rose, young again, reunited with Jack at the grand staircase surrounded by Titanic's lost souls. Is she dreaming? Is she dead? Did she just overdose on nostalgia? We don't know. But one thing's certain, this movie emotionally manipulated us all into thinking this ship wasn't going to sink, even though it literally says Titanic on the poster. The moral of Titanic? 1. Don't trust rich fiancés. 2. Don't play poker for ship tickets. 3. Icebergs don't care about your social status. And lastly, always share the damn door. That was Titanic, the ice-cold love story where classism, narcissism, and poor swimming lessons sank faster than the ship itself. Thanks for watching, and remember, the real Titanic was the friends we drowned along the way.